Namaste children, welcome back to another session of our chapter Separation of Impurities. In this 13th block, at first in 13.1 we understood how to make solutions and we prepared sugar solutions, salt solutions and everything. In 13.2 we came to know that there are some insoluble substances. Now those insoluble substances are separated by few processes like filtration, sedimentation and decantation. And in 13.3 we learned separation of soluble substances by few processes like evaporation, condensation and even a little higher level, that is distillation. So now in 13.4 we are going to learn about removing the impurities from water, because you know that water from the water bodies it is collected and it is purified at different stages in the water purifying tank, and then it is sent to the household uses. So now such a water, what all the impurities are present and how to remove the impurities from water we are going to learn. Okay children, so the main aim of our class is to learn about different methods that are used to purify the water before it is supplying to the houses. So in our today's blog, the first keyword, that is your chlorination. So chlorination, it is a process where a chlorine it is added to the water to kill the germs that are present in the water. So basically chlorine it is added as a disinfectant which is killing the germs present in the water. Okay, so to understand in today's class, let's have a flow chart, or let us see a video at first.
Water is taken from rivers and purified before being supplied to houses. After soluble and insoluble impurities are removed, disinfectants are added to kill germs. Then, purified water is stored and supplied to houses.
So in this video we understood that there are different combination of separation methods that are used to separate the soluble impurities and even the insoluble impurities present in the water. Along with that, the insects that are present in the the germs that are present in the water. So let us see how the water it is purified before supplying to the houses. So generally we know that water every time it is collected from the water bodies like rivers, lakes, canals, ponds, all those things. So now from there, at first the water it is supplied to the sedimentation basin, where now the heavier insoluble particles that will settle down at the bottom as a sediment. So once the sediment is formed, now the fresh water it is separated into another tanker. So now here we are following the decantation process. Okay, so now after sedimentation, then the fresh water it is separated into another chamber by a process called decantation. Once the decantation is over, here the another chamber it is the filtration tank. This another chamber it is the filtration tank, where now the lighter insoluble particles, here in the sedimentation tank we remove the heavier insoluble particles, Now in the filtration tank, we are removing the lighter insoluble particles. So once the filtration is over, now we are adding some disinfectants like chlorine. So when you are adding a disinfectant like chlorine, that process it is called as a chlorination. So in the disinfectant basin, we are adding the chlorine which kills the germs that are present in the water, and then such a fresh water it is treated further with the water storage tank, and then it is supplied to the homes. Okay, so now let us write the flow chart of the different combination of methods that are involved in the water purification tank. First and foremost method, that is collection of water from the water bodies. Then it is sedimented, means sedimentation is followed. Once the sedimentation is done, that is followed by the next step, that is called your decantation. Now after decantation, the next step is your filtration. After filtration, now the next step is the chlorination. Once chlorination is over, now the water it is supplied to the houses for the uses. So these are the different combination of steps that are used to separate the water before it is reaching to the houses for further use. So in your classwork on the white paper side, make a flow chart of these steps. So in your classwork on white paper side, make a flowchart of these steps and keep heading 13.4 activity. Here you are writing the sequential steps or the combination steps that are involved in the water purification tank to purify the water. So once the water is purified, then it is sent to the houses for usage. So let us see why are sedimentation and filtration it is done in the water purification tank. So sedimentation and filtration that are done to separate the insoluble particles. One is separating heavier insoluble particles and one is separating lighter insoluble particles from the water. And if you will see, water when it is purified in the water purification tanks, before it is supplied to houses, it is purified. So how it is purified? By the combination of several steps like sedimentation, decantation, filtration, and then chlorination. Once all these steps are completed, then the water it is supplied to the houses for further use. So when the water came to our houses and we are filling that, so what do we do at our homes to clean the water that is coming from the taps, and why do we follow those steps? So when you are filling the water at your houses, now again we will do few other steps like we are boiling the water and even we are filtering the water. So we are following these two methods so that if any further impurities are mixed, then you can separate them, and boiling also helps to kill the germs. So we are following these two methods, that is boiling and filtering the water further even at our houses. Okay, so once after listening this video, let's complete the worksheet first, children. So in our worksheet, at first if you will see, so chalo, let us complete the fill in the blanks. Choose the correct option to fill the blanks. Water it is collected from rivers. It is treated in a dash water purification plant before being supplied to homes. There dash means here the impurities are removed from the water. Drinking dirty water can even cause us sick. Okay, let us check this one. Water it is collected from the water purification, collected from the rivers, and it is treated in water purification tanks before being supplied to homes. Therefore, impurities are removed from water. Drinking dirty water can make us sick. Okay. So now the next question, if you will see, read the steps and arrange them in a correct sequence by writing 1 to 5. Here are the steps that are involved in the water purification tank, and we have to give numbering. So at first, okay, the first step is water is collected from the lakes. Now the second step is it is first kept in undisturbed in the sedimentation tank. Then the third step is water is passed through a filtration tank. Okay. Then chlorination is done. At last clean water is supplied through the houses. 3, 2, 5, 1, 4. This is the sequence. Okay. Now let us see the next question. What will happen if the following steps are not done? Like if chlorination is not done, what will happen? If chlorination is not done, the germs present in the water will not get died, and such a unpolluted water with impurities and germs that is sent into houses, and if you are drinking such water, it will cause some infections to us. Now the next one is what will happen if filtration is not done. If filtration is not done in the water purifying tanks, then the lighter impurities like dried leaves, flower petals, some grass, all such impurities that are not separated, and if such a impurified water, if it is sent to houses, again we will fall sick. Why do some people boil the tap water before drinking? Some people will always boil the tap water before drinking because to kill the germs present in the water. Suggest one more method that people can use to clean the tap water. So that one more method is filtration. People are even filtering the water before using it. Okay, so now let us see the practice questions, children, in textbook. So please tick in the brackets for process that are used to remove the impurities from water in the water purification tank. Sedimentation is done, chlorination is done. Okay, what is the similarity and difference between boiling and chlorination? Okay, the similarity in between boiling and chlorination is to kill the germs present in the water, and the difference between these two is chlorine, it is a disinfectant, and boiling is heating the water. Heating the water and adding disinfectant like chlorine both can kill the germs present in water. What will happen if the pipelines which connected to water purification plants to our houses are not cleaned regularly? If they are not cleaned regularly, now the impurities will stick to that walls, and the pipelines will get spoiled, and such a infected water if we are drinking, we too will get diseases. Okay children, after watching the video, complete the worksheet 13.4 and practice questions from your content book 13.4. Thank you so much.